Hello, I'm Odessa Deedee, this is Eagle speaking. I am a furry and a baby drag queen, and today I'm going to be looking at and reviewing the furry looks from RuPaul's Drag Race. Let's get into it. First off, a couple of disclaimers and a bit of information. All of these opinions are my own. You can disagree, you do not have to agree with me in any way. This is purely me sharing my opinion on these things. Secondly, this is not going to include any unaired looks or looks from spin-off series. Potentially can look in those in the future, but for now, these are only aired looks from the main series and the international versions. This is going to just be 15 looks that I chose. I have a longer list that I have made, and I may go over some of those in the future. If there are any looks you particularly want to see me look at, please leave them in the comments and I will make sure that they are on my list and I will bump them up in priority for the next video. Okay. For the rating system, there's 4 factors I'm going to be looking at them from. First off is general aesthetics. Does the look good? 2 is execution as a furry look. I am going to be, in this part, judging them not in terms of general fashion, but in terms of specifically execution as a furry look. Or third will be fit to the theme. All of these have a runway prompt, and all of them should at least somewhat fit to that runway prompt, and so I will be judging them on that. And then finally, would I wear it? This is not the most important factor, it's just a fun thing I thought I would comment on. We're primarily going to be going in chronological order. However, there is one look that we need to start with because it is truly the look that inspired this video in the first place, and that look is, of course, Simone, Season 13, Episode 11, Beast Couture. Okay, this look is amazing. I want to say that off the bat. This look is great. This truly is the inspiration for this video, because so many people have commented on this and it described it as a furry look. I have seen furry fan art of this look. I think Ben de la Creme spoke on this look very well.
Simone, you have the floor.
Simone, return my DMs. That's like what furries are like going for, right? It was gorgeous.
Have you ever done a look like that?
No, but I'm a furry now.
Well,
Just now.
I bet you Simone's gonna get booked for furry events now.
Oh my god.
I hope so.
That's a dream. That's the dream.
Overall, execution of this look is excellent. Design, great. Fit to the theme, great. There is one critique that I'm going to have on it. I'm going to try to say something positive and negative about each look. The one issue I have with this look, it's not a major issue, it's just if I were to improve one thing about it, it's the tail. The tail is fine, but the way that it's structured, it doesn't have a ton of structure and good movement to it, and it's not attached well. Most fursuits, the tail is separate and is attached with a larger base with a belt. And this is clearly something that's basically a shaped pillow stitched to the back. There's nothing inherently wrong with that, but if I were to improve that look, having a tail with more foam structure in it that would move nicely and attach more naturally, I think would be wonderful. But overall, this look is excellent, looks good, great furry look, the fur quality looks excellent, the padding is all correct, fits well to the theme. Would I wear it? Personally, I probably wouldn't literally wear this outfit because I would not look as good in it as Simone does. But I certainly would wear a very similar look because I really do enjoy this look. Next up, we have Miss Violet Chachki from Season 7, Episode 11, Hello Kitty BFF. I want to first state, this look is from a design challenge, and so I am going to be a little bit more generous with some elements of it in the understanding that it's from a design challenge. That being said, I'm not a fan of this look. The Hello Kitty BFFs in general, I don't really like. Katya's is kind of iconic, and Violet's is by no means bad. I have an issue with the way that they are presented. My biggest issue with them are the hands or paws. They just look off. The shape is wrong, and the fingers just don't make a ton of sense because Hello Kitty doesn't have fingers, and I feel doing full mitten paws or even full plush suit paws would not only fit well with being Hello Kitty, but also be easier and look better. So that's my biggest critique of this. The look overall, Violet's look specifically, is good. The dress is nice. I really like the eyelashes. I don't mind the lips, although Hello Kitty notably doesn't have a mouth. The accessorizing is fine. There's nothing inherently wrong with this look. I am just really bothered by the way those hands look. I really just don't like it. I think that they look off, I think they look wonky. There's no criticism of Violet Chachki. All of the queens that did this design challenge are not fursuit makers. I don't expect them to make perfect paws. And so I wish they had done more simple ones that I think would have looked better, because the fingers just look wonky. But overall, this look isn't bad by any means. As a furry look, it's a little iffy. But I think it is overall nice. It fits very well with the theme. I don't think I would personally wear this look, but I would consider making a look from a similar prompt to this one. Next up, we have Charity Case from Drag Race UK Edition, Season 3, Episode 3, Happy Campers in the Great Outdoors. This look is very Dragula. It's a thing of, there's now like 2 queens that have been on main seasons that are now on Dragula, and the fact that Charity Case is not one of them is kind of wild to me, because I feel like she would do great there. This look though, I like it. I don't love it. There are various little issues I have with it. The biggest issue I have with it are the ears with that hair. Because of the way the ears match the face and the hair being so big, it makes the head look really thin and long in a way that is kind of off. I really wish that the hair was smaller so that the ears were closer to the face. I think that would make the proportions of the head just look better. Or maybe even add some sort of detail to the sides of the face to make the head look more round. If you're going to be this rabbit, it would make sense to have a more round face. Overall though, I like this look. I think that the horror themes are very fun. I think this is a very fun interpretation of Happy Campers in the Great Outdoors. The sort of Girl Scout sash, and then the axe with the glittering blood. I think it's super fun. I think execution is solid. The one issue I have is really a minor one. It is just one thing I would like to see improved. And I think I might wear this look. I don't know if I would personally. Horror is not necessarily my go-to thing. But I think this look is really fun, and I could see myself doing something like this. Next up, we have Eve 6000 from Canada's Drag Race, Season 2, Episode 2, Circus Berserkus. This is a fursuit. Like, let's be real here, people. This is a fursuit. I have no problem with that, but I just want to say that off the bat. Okay, things I love about this look. That mouth is so fun. It's the shaping of it is great. The teeth add a lot of trauma and detail. The mane around it looks really great. The sort of idea of this clown being consumed by this lion is a really fun circus theme. The biggest issue I have with it is the material. The mane is fine, but the main body is made of this sort of minky, crushed velvet kind of material. And it looks really shiny, and it shows the seams too much. And it sort of adds to the paws looking very separate from the rest of the arms. I wish it was just a short pile fur. I think that having a thick short pile fur that was nicely brushed and was very sleek, I think would make this look a lot better. I think it would overall smooth the shape, make it look less like a sort of plushie and more like a creature. I think my biggest issue with it is really just the texture and the shine that this material gives. The other thing issue I have with this is the feet are so tiny, which I get this is a drag look and not a fursuit, but the proportions of that to me just feel off. I would have liked to see them a little bit bigger. The paws as well, the shape of them is a little off to me. I would have liked to see cleaner beans and just an overall better shape. But overall, I think this look is super fun. I think it's super good. The digitigrade padding looks excellent. The mouth is super fun. Overall, this look is great. Fits great with the theme. And honestly, I probably would wear this look. I think it's super fun. Okay, now we're gonna get into some names, which I apologize if I mispronounce them. I'm trying my best. Pythia from Canada's Drag Race Season 2, Episode 4, Made in Canada. This is her Catherine O'Hara look. Firstly, I want to say, I know very little about this person. Secondly, I want to say, I know that this is not a traditional furry look. People think of furries, they think of mammals, and this is a bird. But I wanted to talk about this look because I am obsessed with the legs. They are so, so good. The way that the fur on the thighs goes down into the slender bird legs, the feet, it's excellent, it's amazing. The one thing I would change about this look is not even a big issue, it's just if I were changing something, I think the wings, the texture looks too different from the legs. I don't think they look bad, neither of them look bad, I think the legs look great, the wings look totally fine as well, but the wings are very sharp and jagged, and I would have liked to see them a little softer, a little more flowing to match better with the legs. But the overall look is excellent. I love this look. 10s across the board. Huge fan. Works great for the theme, I'm sure. I don't know much about this person, I apologize, but I'm sure it does. Looks great. Great execution. I would 100% wear this look. Probably not literally this look because again, it's based on a person that I don't know anything about, but I love the bird legs so, so much. Next up, we have Miss Cheddar Gorgeous from UK Drag Race Season 4, Episode 4, The Main Event. This look is super fun. Very Cheshire Cat. This look, instead of fur, uses hair or wigs. Which I think actually works really, really well. Obviously the texture of that is going to be very different than fur, but I think that it looks really good. It adds a lot of extra texture and it's shiny in a way that isn't like off or distracting. I love the mixture of colors on this sort of like hair coat. The thing that I don't love about this is that catsuit. It's fine, but the color of it is very different from the rest of the look. I would have liked to see it match a little bit better. This look is very like Cats the Musical, which I personally have no issue with because I haven't seen the movie or the play, so I have nothing against it. But I think this look is super fun. I think the texture of the hair works really, really well. I love the big ears. Super fun look overall. Works really well, fits the theme. I would 100% wear this look. I think it's great. Next up, we have our first prompt that isn't in English. I'm gonna read the English translation, although the original French will be up on the screen. This is Mocha Bone from Drag Race Belgium, Season 1, Episode 2, Out of the Panels. And this is based on the character Marsupilami. I don't think I said that right, I apologize. So this look is based on this fictional species from this Franco-Belgian cartoon series that resembles a mix between a leopard, a monkey, and a dog. I think the tail is super fun. A big element of this character is their long prehensile tails, so I think having this super over-exaggerated tail is fun. Also, the ear shape works excellently. I like that they're flat, I think it works well for the cartoon theme, and also the shape of them is very good. Now we got the nice stuff out of the way. I don't really like this look. First issue I have with it, the black bodysuit with this sort of like dirty lace on the front. I don't get it and I don't like it. It's, to me, distracting. It doesn't add fashion to it. It just feels weird. Secondly, I know I started by praising the tail, but that tail is black with yellow spots. It should be yellow with black spots. But the biggest issue I have with this look are those feet. Why do they look like that? They're so square, and the thread that goes between them to differentiate the toes is loose, it's not tight, it doesn't add good shape to them. But beyond any of that, this character, this creature, doesn't have yellow toes. They have skin tone toes that match their color of their face and fingers. So the feet, beyond not looking good, are just wrong for the character. So that's the biggest issue I have with this look. I don't despise it by any means. I just don't think it is successful at what it's trying to do, and I don't think it looks very good. I don't hate it, I just don't like it. Overall, I don't think this look is super successful. I don't think it quite executes its theme well enough because of the issues with it that I've discussed. It's not a great furry look because those feet paws I'm not going to linger on them too much longer. We need to move on. But I would not wear this look. Okay, next up we have Melusin Sparkle. I apologize for if I said that wrong. This is from Drag Race Brazil, Season 1, Episode 1, from the prompt My Roots. I know very little about Brazil. I tried to do a little looking into this. I don't fully understand the origin of this, but from what I can tell, this is a donkey. I'm sure that there is something linking donkeys to this city. I do not personally know what that is, so I'm not going to be judging it on that level. This is once again a look that is a fursuit. This 100% is a fursuit. And overall, I don't mind it, but I don't love it. We go back to the issue I had with Eve 6000 of this material I'm not in love with. It's this very shiny, minky fabric that, particularly in this look, is a little wrinkled. It doesn't fit quite smoothly. I would have liked to see a short pile fur that could have hidden more of those seams and overall given a nicer shape and smoother finish. Also, this bikini over it, being in the same sort of fabric, is really odd to me. I don't understand that decision. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, and I don't think it looks very good. I do quite like the head. I think the head is fun. I'm sure some people would have issues with a full fursuit head on Drag Race. Makeup is definitely something people think of a lot when they think of drag, and I think they might be bothered by the fact that this doesn't require any sort of makeup. But I personally have no issue with it. I think it's fun. I think it's camp. I like this look. I have some issues with the execution, but I overall like it. I would not personally wear it, but I do not think it is bad. This next look, though. Melissa Bianchini from Drag Race Italy, Season 6, Episode 2, from Iconic Cinema, based on the Chronicles of Narnia. This look. This look is incredible. Okay, I know there are issues with it, and I will get into those, but I just need to gush about it for a second. A centaur look is difficult to do, and this does a very good job with it. And then add this makeup and these horns and this armor to it. This look is gorgeous. I adore this look. If I had to get into critiquing this look, the proportions of the centaur are a little odd. I feel like it looks a little short, but as I've said, doing a centaur is really, really hard. And I think this does a very good job with it. Do I think it could be better? Sure. But I really do just love this look. There's another centaur look that is not included in this episode, but I may speak about in the future, that does not do this good a job at the theme. So overall, I would say this look fits well with the theme, looks gorgeous, is well executed as a furry look, and I would wear it. I don't think I would look as good in it, but I think it's stunning. So I want to wear it. Next up, we have Luna Dubois from Canada's Drag Race, Season 4, Episode 2, Gemstones. This look is based on the topaz. I don't know how to feel about this look. It's very Cats the Musical. The biggest issue I have are those little tufts of fur on the feet. What are those? What are they doing there? They look odd and they look off. I would have been fine with it just being completely sort of smooth and shiny, but that one tuft of fur is really odd and is really throwing off the look for me. I think overall, the tiger pattern is fun. I don't know how well it works with topaz, but I don't see this look and think of topaz. I think shiny tiger. But it's not a bad look. I think that the way the bodysuit fits is fine. It's a little wrinkled in some places, but I get that happens. People move. It's hard to make things perfectly smooth and fitted. This look is not bad. It's really just those egregious foot fur. That's the biggest issue I have with it. That's really the thing that is pushing me over the edge of rating this look as not being good. I guess the only other thing that I have an issue with is the placement of the ears is a little too far down the head, when you're making ears, you want to be careful with how you cut them at the bottom. If you cut them too curved, they're going to end up sitting too far out and too low down. And I think they should be a little higher up and a little pointier. That's a more minor thing. The more major thing is that foot fur. And that is the thing that is preventing me from thinking that this is a good look or a look that I want to wear. Really, that foot fur, I just can't deal with. I just can't deal with the foot fur. But the look overall is not bad. Okay, let's move on from this. I don't want to look at that foot fur anymore. Here is yet another look that is a fursuit. Here we have Dragsetlas from Drag Race Spain All-Stars, Season 1, Episode 2. This is the redemption of her The Day of the Beast look. I will include the image of the original look, which is not bad by any means, and the new look. This is a reveal look. I will show what it reveals into, although I will be talking about the pre-reveal one because the reveal is not a furry look, and this very much is. This look is fun. I like it. That mask is giving Spirit Halloween. I'm sorry. The gums, the lining around the eyes, it's giving Spirit Halloween. The quality of the fur overall is clearly not great. Clearly going for this sort of ombre fur, it's possible it was like painted. Painting fur is a challenge. And it looks crusty, which you could make an argument of, oh, well, this is a beast, it shouldn't look totally clean. I don't think it should look crusty though. The sort of 8-pack I think is super fun. The claws on the feet are too high up. One of the biggest issues with putting claws on feet is that you often will put them higher up to make walking in them easier. I get the appeal of doing that, but it doesn't look good. They should be lower down. Overall, I think this look is fun. I think the look it reveals into is gorgeous, but we're not talking about that part. And also, as a reveal, the second look should be better than the first. I think this look is fun. I think this look is kind of camp. I can't get over how Spirit Halloween that head looks though. So that's really what's, docking at points in my book. I also just think as a redemption look, I feel the idea of a redemption look is going back to a look that you didn't do well the first time. And Dragsetlas' original look for this prompt, The Day of the Beast, was totally fine. I thought it was good. So the fact that this was the look she chose, to me, is a weird choice. But I don't mind this look. I wouldn't wear it because I am beyond Spirit Halloween fursuit heads. But other than that, it is a nice look. Okay, before we move on to the next look, I do just want to say this look will include some discussion of adult topics. If that is not something you want to engage with, skip to the time code on your screen now. You all good? Okay. This look is from Sophia Cristal from season 16, episode 12, Chain Reaction. I know this look doesn't scream furry. I get that, there's no fur on it. But this look is very puppy play. And that's the big reason I wanted to talk about it, is because while these two communities are not the same, there is significant overlap and sort of companionship between them. And so I felt it was worthwhile discussing this look. I like this look. I think this look is really good. The biggest issue I have with it are the ears. Those are bunny ears. Those aren't dog ears. I get that there's some cartoon dogs that have ears like that, but that's a them problem. Those aren't dog ears. I also would have liked to see, if you're doing a puppy play look, something that is more of a full pup hood. Because this is clearly giving puppy play, but that is not a pup hood. I like this look. I enjoy a fetishy look on Drag Race. I think it's fun. I think this look is a cool interpretation of the theme Chain Reaction because chains are absolutely a huge part of this look, but it isn't super on the nose. I think overall this look looks nice. Obviously this is not a furry look per se. In terms of representing puppy play, I think it does a solid job at that. Again, I would have liked to see a proper pup hood, but overall this is a good look. I don't think I would personally wear it, but I do appreciate it. Now we're moving on to Gorgeous from All Stars Season 9, Episode 3, A Tail and Two Titties. From what I've heard, this look is by the same designer as the one that Simone wore. So they kind of let Gorgeous down a little bit here. Let me just say that off the bat. This look isn't bad. The biggest issue I have are those legs. That digitigrade padding is so off. They look wonky and bent. The ears, I get it's like a chihuahua, but the ears, the shape of them, they're not clear. They're not clearly differentiated. They look too much of sort of like a big block. And then the way that the top fits is like loose around her arms, which just doesn't work very well. And then add to that this harness that's around it. There's not enough of a clear contrast between it and the fur. So I know I've just listed a lot of issues with this look. I don't hate this look. I don't think this look is bad by any means. Obviously it's not going to be the best look from this category, but it's not bad by any means. I think it is just a less successful version of Simone's look. So overall, this look is fine. I don't think I would wear it. The execution is okay, but there are various issues with it. Coming in towards the end now, we've got Ava Pocket from Drag Race Mexico, Season 2, Episode 3, Fair Prizes. I love this look. Like, honestly, this might be my favorite look of this whole video. And maybe it's just that I'm partial to stuffed animals and the sort of creepy cute aesthetic, but I love this look. That paw is great. That one paw there, super fun. I love the stuffing coming out of it. I love this fabric, this sort of mixed faux fur, looks really good. And then the heart in the middle is super cute, super fun, super camp. I adore this look. Like, genuinely, I love this look. This is absolutely the look that I most want to wear from this video. I think it fits the theme super well of this sort of, sort of tatty plushie that you win at the fair, super fun. As a furry look, it's great. As I said, that paw is the best one we've seen all episode. I think that it overall is just an excellent look, and I want to wear it. I want it, please. Please give it to me. And now, the final look of the episode. We have Lemon from Canada vs. the World, Season 2, Episode 3, The Robots Have Taken Over. This is, again, a look that is not traditionally furry. Obviously, there is no fur involved. But this, to me, gives very alternative fursuit. It's giving me Protogen vibes. It's clearly not much like a Protogen, but it gives me those vibes. So we have this sort of robotic cat, and it's not a traditional interpretation of what a robot is, which I actually really like. I think that the shapes of it stand out really well. The shapes of the mask are excellent. I really love the ears on it. I love the claws. I think this look is super fun and super pretty, and just an overall excellent look. Congratulations, Lemon, for winning Canada vs. the World. This look is great. Big fan. I think it fits well with the theme, although it's not a traditional interpretation of a robot. I think it is an interesting futuristic take on what a robot is, which I really appreciate. And overall, I think this look looks really nice. As I've said, the shapes of this sort of cat head are excellent. I would totally wear this look. I think it's super fun. And that brings us to the end of the 15 looks for today. I hope that you enjoyed going over these. If you have any looks you would like to see in another episode, let me know. It is likely I will do another episode in the future. I'm unsure whether that will be more Drag Race looks. I may also look at looks from things like Camp Wanakiki and Dragula. It will all depend, but I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye!